Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the OSBA Final 8 High School Championships.
Getting the semifinals really ramps it up in the intensity and the excitement, do or die type time of year for OSBA playoffs.
For us, it was a concept that we talked about for several years, obviously seeing like an influx of kids from Canada going to the States, pursuing obviously basketball as like a key element in what they want to do. And for us, we really decided as an organization as a whole is we needed to establish kind of foundation here to allow kids to develop and stay close to home.
We really wanted to have a solid league here in Canada that we could participate in, get ready, so that when we were going down to the state, we didn't have our first taste of competition down there. And it became very competitive. And I'm going to say this is probably a top 3 league in North America now in terms of what we've seen out there.
You know, it's fuel behind my fire. It's kind of hard to dream when no one's done it, you know, but I've had guys that were running for the bus with me, you know, literally a couple months later, they're in the league, you know, making a lot of money, like Iggy, for example, you know, Lugens, for example, so O'Shea. So it just fuels my dream. You know, they were running with the bus with me, so I'm looking at doing the same thing they were doing.
Been hugely successful and instrumental in obviously keeping kids here. A lot of times kids were searching and seeking to get to the States, and so now you have an opportunity for kids to just stay here and play, and the scouts are coming up here. You know, guys like, you know, Tom Izzo, all these coaches from NCAA, even NBA scouts are looking to Canada and reaching out to, you know, the scouting services and the media guys like myself and saying, hey, what's going on up there?
The league has the right idea, just putting these kids on a platform to be seen all across the world, really, while still being in Canada. I know back in the early 2090s, the top talent would have to leave in order to garner some Division I attention, but the league has done a great job of marketing the league, the kids, and creating that opportunity for Canadian kids to live their dreams. The league does a good job of making sure that the girls are equally as supported as much as the boys, and now I think once they've done their part, it's up to us as coaches and schools to do our part to make sure that the product that we're putting on the floor is reflective of not just the boys' side, but just elite basketball as a whole.
The OSBA really pushes you to compete at your highest level. You got some great players who are on the Canadian national team, and also that mindset that OSBA brings out of athletes really elevates the game and it forces you to be successful and rely on your teammates.
One of the things that I sat down with Jesse at Athlete Institute and Larry Blunt back then was, how can we keep kids here? How can we kind of fill the gap or the void of what I felt when I sent my kids off to prep school, and I'm sure other parents do, is you get your kid back in 2, 3, 4 years, kind of a different person, and you raise them over the phone, and you end up spending a lot of money traveling to see 1 game or 2 games here and there. So we wanted an opportunity and a situation to help grow this game here, but also make it an environment where we could go down and compete with the teams in the States.
What I want to see now is commensurate with the talent that's happening here and staying in Canada, the fan. We can't say that the mainstream isn't supporting basketball if they come to a gym and the gym is empty. You know, even a kid like Elijah Fisher, there should be fans from all over Toronto coming to see him. When he's in the States, you got 3,000 people watching him, kids are coming up to him and parents for autographs. Why isn't that happening here? Kobe Elvis, one of the best point guards I've seen in a long time. He should be like, everybody should want to go and watch him.
It's cool to see the rewards of all the hard work that so many people within the basketball community have put forth to provide an opportunity for these kids to, if they choose to go down to the States and explore that as an option, still know that they can come home and get the same quality and caliber in Ontario and across Canada. It's a great feeling that the basketball communities kind of help raise the level of the sport within the province and the country.